Colleges 2H Ray Thompson, AP file, West Virginia quarterback Will Grier, 7, scrambles to avoid a sack by Texas Tech defensive lineman Eli Howard, 53, during the second half of a game on Saturday, October 14, 2017, in Morgantown, W.Va. AP photo, Raymond Thompson, file, by Dane Brugler, NFL Draft Analyst at The Big. Brugler, the Big 12 produced only one first-round pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. Connor Williams was the second player from the conference drafted at No. 50, but the league made it count with number 1 overall pick Baker Mayfield. It is unlikely that a senior from the Big 12 will be in the discussion for the top pick in the 2019 class, but there are several seniors already on the NFL radar, including these 10 prospects. Note: underclassmen like running backs Rodney Anderson, Oklahoma, David Montgomery, Iowa State, and Justice Hill, Oklahoma State, were not included on this list. 10. Summers, LB, TCU, 6'2", 239 pounds, redshirt senior, Tom Fox, staff photographer file, TCU linebacker Ty Summers, 42, puts a hit on Oklahoma State running back Justice Hill, 27, during the first half of a game on Saturday, in November 19, 2016, in Fort Worth. Tom Fox, The Dallas Morning News, TCU lost several of its key defensive stalwarts, like Travin Howard, but Summers returns as the veteran leader of Gary Patterson's defense. A high school quarterback, Summers is a win-him-up type of linebacker who competes with an excellent motor and should be an every-down player for TCU in 2018.9. Calvin Anderson, OT, Texas, 6'5", 300, redshirt senior, Michael Thomas, AP file, Texas defensive lineman Puna Food, left rushes against Rice offensive lineman Calvin Anderson, right, during the first half of a game on Saturday, Sept. 12, 2015, in Austin. AP photo, Michael Thomas, a graduate transfer from Rice. Anderson started the past 3 seasons for the Owls and becomes one of the more experienced members of the Texas offensive line. He tends to take false steps and bend too much at the waist, but when he stays patient and times his punch, Anderson has the wide base and hand strength to win the point of attack. 8. Dakota Allen, LB, Texas Tech, 6'1", 236, redshirt senior, Albert Chazar, AP file, Texas Tech linebacker Dakota Allen, 40, celebrates a stop on 4th down during the Birmingham Bowl on Saturday, Dec. 23, 2017, in Birmingham, Alabama. AP photo, Albert Chazar, originally kicked off the team as a freshman after an arrest for robbery. Allen was featured on the Netflix documentary Last Chance U at East Mississippi Community College before rejoining the Red Raiders last season. He led the team with 102 tackles, tracking the football well as a downhill thumper. 7. Trey Watson, RB, Texas, 5'9", 200, redshirt senior, Cooper Neal, Getty Images file, California's Trey Watson, 5, breaks free against Texas during the third quarter of a game on Sept. 19, 2015, at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium in Austin. By Cooper Neal, Getty Images. The second grad transfer to end up in Austin on this list, Watson was a productive do-everything back at Cal, averaging 5.1 yards per rush and 10.2 yards per reception. He missed almost all of the 2017 season with a torn ACL and elected to transfer for his final season, choosing Texas over LSU and Texas Tech. 6. Ben Powers, OG, Oklahoma, 6'3", 315, senior, Ronald Martinez, Getty Images file, Oklahoma's Ben Powers, 72, awaits the snap of the ball during the second half of a game on October 1, 2016, at Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. Ronald Martinez, Getty Images. The Sooners lose a large, literally, piece of the left side of the offensive line with Orlando Brown now in the NFL, but Powers, an All-Big 12 selection last year, returns at left guard. A former JUCO transfer, Powers has started 22 games the past 2 years and continues to surpass expectations. 5. Chris Boyd, CB, Texas, 6-0, 190, senior, Louis DeLuca, staff photographer. File, Texas cornerback, Chris Boyd, 2, celebrates a tackle against Notre Dame on Sunday, Sept. 4, 2016, at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium in Austin. Louis DeLuca, The Dallas Morning News. Although the Longhorns lose several key components of the secondary, Boyd returns and is poised for a breakthrough senior season. He needs to improve his pedal, transition footwork and reverse, but he displays the drive quickness to arrive with the ball, also shining on punt coverage as a gunner. 4. Ben Banogu, TCU, 6-3, 248, senior, Louis DeLuca, staff photographer. File, TCU defensive end Ben Banogu, 15, celebrates a sack in the first half of a game against West Virginia at Raymond G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth on Saturday, October 7, 2017. Louis DeLuca, The Dallas Morning News. After starting his career at Louisiana Monroe and sitting out 2016 as a transfer, Banogu led the Horned Frogs with 16.5 tackles for loss last season, taking home Big 12 Newcomer of the Year honors. He is a tick undersized, but his edge speed and backfield quickness force quarterbacks to move their feet. 3. Dalton Risner, OTC, Kansas State, 6-4, 300, redshirt senior, Ronald Martinez, Getty Images. File, Kansas State's Alex Barnes, 34, celebrates his touchdown with Dalton Risner, 71, during a game against Baylor on November 19, 2016, at McLean Stadium in Waco. Photo by Ronald Martinez, Getty Images. An All-American last season, Risner enters his third season as the team captain and has started 38 games the past 3 seasons, 25 at right tackle, 13 at center. His toughness, intelligence and versatility are why pro scouts are intrigued with his future, projecting best inside in the NFL. 2. David Sales, W.R., West Virginia, 6-4, 205, senior, Joe Sargent, Getty Images. File, West Virginia's David Sales v. 13, makes a touchdown catch in front of East Carolina's Chris Love, 35, during the second quarter of a game at Mountaineer Field on Sept. 9, 2017, in Morgantown, W.Va. Photo by Joe Sargent, Getty Images. After spending most of his life as a quarterback, Sills moved to receiver full-time in 2017 and emerged as one of the best deep threats in college football with an FBS best 18 receiving scores. His route, tempo and angles are understandably raw, but his size, speed and developing ball skills are a great place to start. 1. Will Grier, QB, West Virginia, 6'1", 200, redshirt senior, Jerry Larson, AP. File, West Virginia quarterback Will Grier, 7, winds up to throw the ball during the first half of a game against Baylor on October 21, 2017, in Waco. AP photo, Jerry Larson. File, before his season-ending injury, Grier put together a strong junior campaign by completing 64% of his passes for 3,490 yards and 34 touchdowns. The Florida transfer is a rhythm passer and once he finds it, he can be deadly. However, his base mechanics and decision-making need to show improvement if Grier is going to be drafted in the top 50 picks next April.